As it turns out, good old aluminum foil isn't just useful for food packaging and barbecue cooking. The trusty kitchen staple can actually be used to ward off garden pests, sharpen scissors, and even make silver sparkle. Read on to discover the most awesome aluminum foil hacks. Have you touched something fresh out of the oven without any mitts? Well, that pain will be a thing of the past thanks to an item normally found in the kitchen. Simply position the shinier side of some foil on the body part affected. And after keeping it there for approximately a quarter of an hour, the burning sensation should have subsided. One of the toughest things to get clean in the kitchen are those easily rusted cast iron skillets. But forget about trying to get off the dirt and grime with soap and water, simply reach for the aluminum foil instead. Rolled up balls of the stuff will make all that scrubbing so much easier. Aluminum can make cooking while enjoying life in the great outdoors so much easier. If you have some tinned goods on your camping trip, simply wrap them up in kitchen foil. Then place the goods in the center of the fire, and after a few minutes you can be devouring some hot baked beans or spaghetti hoops straight from the can. Are you having difficulty connecting to the Wi-Fi at home? Well, a simple piece of aluminum can help your chances of getting and staying online. All you need to do is fold some foil into a 4-inch by 6-inch rectangle. Then make a curved shape by bending inwards its shiniest part and then position your router just in front of it. There's nothing worse when cooking a sweet treat than having to declump any sugar that's solidified while in your kitchen cupboards. A useful trick, though, is to wrap the clumps in aluminum foil and bake them in the oven. After just 5 minutes at a temperature of 300 degrees, the sugar should be entirely separated. If you're sick of pesky wild animals damaging your trees in the wintertime, then reach for the aluminum. Ensure that rodents and deer give all saplings a wide berth by placing foil at their trunks. This should apparently help to keep your shrubbery intact until the springtime. Just one thing, make sure you take it off when the plant begins to grow. Avoid buying brand new paint trays every time you fancy doing a bit of decorating with some inspired use of aluminum. By utilizing foil as a liner, you no longer need to throw away the tray after finishing a wall or room. Just discard the aluminum and you're ready to pour in a new color. One of the hardest things about using a pressure cooker is taking the food out of it when it's done. So to avoid burning your hands, create a makeshift sling by placing some foil inside before adding your food. This will make it much easier and safer to lift the food out when it's cooked. Yes, aluminum can even come in handy if you've ripped your favorite pair of Levi's. Before setting up the ironing board to steam on your replacement patch, make sure that you place some foil between the jeans inside. This will apparently help prevent the other side from getting stuck to the patch while being ironed. You don't need to spend a small fortune on different cake pans if you fancy a spot of baking. Simply shape some aluminum foil into the size of your sponge and create a pan essentially for free. And if you already have such bakeware at your disposal, another option is to position your makeshift foil pan inside to make the cake sturdier. Here's an aluminum hack that tech giants probably aren't too keen for you to try. There's no need to spend cash on a stylus for those moments you need to use your fingers on your tablet or phone of choice. Instead, simply use a pencil wrapped in foil to sign your name or draw a doodle. If you find yourself without any candles in the middle of a power cut, fear not. You can actually create one yourself simply using some twine, oil, an empty can and, of course, some aluminum. Pour the oil into the can before covering it with a piece of foil that has a small slit. After threading the twine in the slit, light up and you no longer need to be plunged in darkness. Do you want to avoid having to turn up the radiators full blast during the height of winter? Save some dollars by placing some foil at the sides of and behind the heating device. This will then divert all of the warmth to the room's center and away from your walls. Have you got some popcorn kernels but no microwave? Well, you don't have to go without the ultimate movie night snack. Line a skillet with some kitchen foil before adding a splash of oil along with your kernels. Seal them in with another piece of aluminum on top and heat them up. You'll apparently know they're ready when there's at least 3 seconds in between each pop. This is perhaps one of the simplest hacks relating to good old aluminum, but is still a particularly handy one. Instead of buying liners designed to specifically protect your kitchen drawers and cabinets, opt for a much cheaper method. Just cut some foil into the right shape and there you have it. If you're looking to bake some cookies in an unusual shape or size, you might find it tricky to find a cutter to match. But you don't have to abandon your culinary vision, just cut 2 layers of heavy-duty kitchen foil into your design of choice. Your back garden can be a haven for all kinds of creepy crawlies. To stop them from wreaking havoc on your pride and joy, then, make a mulch using kitchen foil. After laying weed block over your already weeded beds, cover them with some aluminum the shinier half down. This will help to produce a barrier between the insects and your plants.